In this video, we will learn how to use our table tag to properly tag and set up any tables in your document. We have already covered manual tagging, as well as possible errors that can occur with your tables in our previous videos. The table tool comes to play when you want to specify any additional information about your tables, especially when creating your PDF with respect to screen readers. Load PDFix and open your document. First, locate the Tags panel and examine your tables. From an initial glance, we can see that the first table in our document is tagged incorrectly. We can fix this using manual tagging, but we recommend using our table tool when dealing with a more complicated table such as this one. Select the Table Tool option from the top panel, and use it to select the desired table. With the table selected, you can see its current structure as specified in the tag tree. You can adjust the columns and rows to get a better view of your table. First, we will focus on fixing the rows of our table. We can see that this row is split into two and that it has some redundant columns. Select the cells of the additional row by holding your left mouse button while dragging over the row cells. Right-click anywhere in the selection and choose Delete Row. To span the empty columns, once again select the concerned cells, right-click, and now choose Merge Cells. Moving on, we can see that our table's top header is also split into two rows. Once again, repeat the process to delete the extra row in your table. Great! Our table is now accurately structured into rows and columns. However, we also have to make sure that all headers are specified, so screen readers can properly identify the individual parts of our table. We can see that the cells in the top row are correctly set as column headers. In order to double-check, you can examine each cell by right-clicking and opening Cell Properties. Here, you can view additional data for each cell, such as whether it is a header and, if so, what is the set span. The top row is correct. However, we can see that the left column consists of row header cells that are currently set as data cells. To fix this, select the cells in the left column, right-click and choose Set Row Header. The selected cells will be automatically specified as row headers with a correct scope. At last, with a more complex table such as this, we need to establish any additional data that are necessary for a screen reader. This concerns the associated headers, which help complete the internal structure of our table. From the visuals of our table, we can see that the individual rows are divided into 5 subparts, each associated with a single row. In order to translate this to a screen reader, select the rows from a single subpart, right-click and choose Add Associated Header. Now, click on the row cell on top of this subpart. After that, simply repeat the process for all subparts. And that is it. Our table is now set up correctly. All that is left is to tag the object as a table, move it into its proper place in the tag tree and delete the empty tag made in the process. If you already have an almost perfect table but need to modify a single thing, you do not need to tag it anew. Locate the concerned table tag in the Tags panel, right-click, and open the table editor. Here, we can see that the cells in the left column of the table are currently set as header cells when they should be set as simple data cells. Select the problematic cells, right-click and choose Clear Header. Once your table is fixed, right-click, choose Tag as Table, and, once again, delete the additional empty tag. And that's it. You can use our table tool to properly tag any table in your document, whether it's complicated or simple.